that. I believe I imagined my flying carpet going through that wormhole.
Ooh.
I think I think you were looking through a bidet.
Oh dear. That's the new looking glass. Okay. Hello and welcome to the afternoon news. Oh, sorry, wrong show. Hi guys.
You have too much of a smile on you to say that.
Yeah. Happy Friday. No pants.
I'll show you.
Don't get up.
Okay. Wait. My nuts are showing here.
I was going to say,
just small, aren't they?
No, both of these matter now. Okay.
I couldn't find my shirt, but a little too cold there. Your nuts are almost up to your ears.
A little chilly. The temperatures actually did drop yesterday. All right. Welcome. So we're doing our deep dive today. Since Wednesday, we kind of just did in general, to have a little extra time on today's topic, which is Tartarus.
Yay.
Fish Friday, tartar sauce. Nope.
Yes, not to be confused with.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And since this was King's topic of choice, I'm going to give the floor to him.
Jen, come on.
Let's just start off with some early notes. It's a Greek myth, by the way. So they say, okay, I'm done.
Oh, wow,
We were patiently waiting. It's all right.
Tartarus was the great pit beneath the earth in Greek mythology. Hades was originally a great distance from Tartarus. So they're two separate areas. But one thing I want to make clear, too, is a lot of people confuse Hades with hell.
Yes.
And they're not the same. Hell is hell, and Hades is a small god that looks over the underworld, basically.
Well, I always thought hell was where we are right now. So and then there's the level.
I'm living in paradise right now.
Where we were. Let's say where we were.
It's been raining all week.
Okay. It's gloomy, so he's happy. That's his paradise.
There's no fire and brimstone when it's raining.
Well, King made a good point the other day that, if heaven has multiple layers, why wouldn't hell? As above, so below. Mm. So those are some of the things we can ask Divine Spirit today, if there are multiple layers. Now, I dug a little deep, about 400 BC. Even Plato talked about Tartarus, and I saw where 2 Peter actually in the Bible talks about Tartarus, that they mistranslated it. They call it hell.
Yeah.
But this is where supposedly the fallen angels are kept, and it's even been described that the Titans were sent there as well.
I thought that was that. Yeah, I thought that it was ironic that Michael, I got to look at your name this time. Michael.
How are you?
He asked about Tartarus, and then Marcy talked about the Titans. And I think this is why we were divinely guided to do this, because we're trying to be in an up note, raising frequency, and then he goes, let's talk about hell. Like, so much for joy.
Well, I look at it like this. If fluid situation, remember, if we're about to go through kind of a dark night of this nation and it falling, Babylon falling, it's going to seem very gloomy. At the end of the day, let's have gratitude that we're not in Tartarus, okay? Because that's so much worse.
Oh, yeah.
So should maybe one of the first questions, Vippy?
Okay. Oh my God, it came with like opera. Vippy.
Vippy. We should be dramatic on Friday.
I noticed the balls were swinging when she said that too.
The balls.
Does hell have multiple layers as if our and so does like heaven does? Is it just like a mirrored image only of the negative? Should we ask that?
We should.
Sure. And
Okay.
Schneider wants to come in and answer also. I'll be right back.
Okay, Schneider. All right, let's take a look. Hell have multiple layers like heaven. As above, so below.
Apparently not. Ew.
You get a no?
I get a no, and I'm also getting a no on there is no hell. I mean, there is, yeah, it's saying that there is no hell.
Like a perception. Ooh.
Yeah, it could be a perception. Let's see.
Okay. The tower where fighting goes on. Death.
Destruction.
The moon. Oh, wow. Okay. So the moon, you are correct. This is an illusion of where all this stuff happens.
This is an illusion. It means it doesn't exist.
It means it doesn't exist. I'm getting a no as to whether or not there's a hell, and I'm getting no.
Okay, it's what your perception is. So if you were brought
Yes,
up
but
in what religion, it's what your perception is. So
Okay, but I get Yeshua in here because his sword of the spirit works because this is future heaven, because we were also told that he would destroy them. Right?
well,
Like
there's
as
no
if they
hell.
never existed.
So if there's no hell,
Ooh.
then were there demons?
Well, yeah, there's demons, but
Okay. Sorry. Here's the Vippy.
okay.
I just got this download. It's not called hell. It's not called hell. That's why it says no.
I'm getting, and you might want to run cards.
Okay.
I am getting that hell did exist at one time, but he's already destroyed it. So there is no more hell.
So what do we do about the influence or an antichrist spirit? What does he do with them? Does he just evaporate them at his choice? Where do they linger?
Well, are we going to continue with the question of is there a location for the demons, the fallen angels? Was there such a location, or did that not
maybe
exist?
in the past?
Yeah. So are we going to say was there an underworld, or is there a negative? Celestial prison.
Could just be the terminology that we're using.
Could be.
Because also, yeah, exactly. That's what I got the download. But didn't John go up and wrote about there was a let's say for this time being hell up in a level?
Yeah, this tells me that by this picture that there is a place where it is kept.
Mm-hmm.
That energy. This is an earthbound, spiritually earthbound. They're chained here. Wow. In the past, 2 different locations where they could go. See, the death card comes in. He keeps them somewhere. So I really think it's the terminology that we're using. There may be a different word because we're also, think about Hebrew, it's called Sheol.
Yeah. Well, speaking of terminology, I know I brought this book up before. It's called No Solar. Our Place. It's a life in the spirit world. This person passed and had to go through all of this. Then he came back as for a channeled person who wrote his experiences. And in this book, he ended up going into the umbral, UMBRAL. And umbral is a place almost like purgatory, um, to learn the lessons. And the way the umbral came, it was like when you incarnated, you had soul contracts you had to do. This is part of like the summary of what this chapter is about.
Okay.
And if you did not fulfill a plan of service assigned to them by the Father, you could end up going into the umbral.
Mm.
It's like a temporary place of umbral is a region of profound importance for those still on earth, for it is embodies everything that is useless to more highly involved life. So you get stuck in the position that you decided to stay in until you learn your lesson. So is umbral also a non-existing word? A man-made word?
Mm. Once again, well, obviously, this advice is our divine creator. Like it's in his hands, and he decides what happens. You know, we were always warned, don't fear the one that can destroy the flesh, but the one that can destroy the flesh and the soul. So somebody doesn't learn their lesson, or like the fallen angels, if he just absolutely wipes them out, like they never existed. He has the power to do that. Yes, Snyder. That's And it's just very, it just seems so much more to it, but finding the right terminology is the thing. So we're asking about the term umbrel or umbral.
Umbral. Is that considered?
Is this where we get the term umbrella?
Well, yeah, it's a shadow.
Mm.
When you're under the umbrella, aren't you in the under a shadow?
Yeah, if you use one.
Yeah, I know. I am now since I do my hair.
It's supposed to streak through the rain.
Well, not with all the stuff they're dropping in the sky.
Yeah, this secret place. But something's changed. See, that's what the energy I get. Beyond the veil, secret place in the past, but something has changed. This cycle has changed.
Well, yeah, since they took away karma.
9 of Wands. There's still an entrapment, but I guess it's just what we're calling it in the world. It's still earthbound. But this is completion of a cycle. So I think whoever is in that energy space now, only the divine creator is going to decide or where it is and how he's going to deal with that kind of energy. It does confirm that there was a place like this with High Priestess, yes. But something has changed.
It no longer exists.
Okay, you remember quite a while back, we talked that karma was removed. Karma, but you do have instant karma. I wonder if instead of you going to umbral, you have instant umbral here on Earth.
Incarnate, like it's not a forced incarnate.
You go through suffering. Okay, so say for example, you're not sticking to your plan or deal, or say for example you commit a sin, your umbral is staying into the 3D instead of spiritually rising into the 5D. That's what I'm feeling. So can we do what are you looking for?
I was checking to see if my umbral was still in the 3D. It's gone.
It could be a representation. You know, we could look at it this way. The umbral or this location that is a split timeline off of us, because I keep getting the world card. Maybe it's the old Earth that's dying, not our new Earth. That's why that keeps coming up.
Yeah, so I think I don't know if I was going to do a true or false. I mean, yes or no. Is the umbral now here in 3D? Being stuck in the 3D matrix.
Those are those who are going to have to go through possible what they call the apocalyptic times, the end days, and have to deal with the Antichrist.
All those things that were in the past that are no longer is because the earth is evolving now. So all things from the past are gone. Only new things are reappearing or are appearing. not reappearing.
See, I think that will be true, but not in this time.
It's still evolving
Yes.
into that.
Very fluid, which is a common word nowadays.
Fluid and patient. So,
And bidets.
and bidets.
That's-
Yeah, stock up on bidets, guys. What do you got?
Tower lovers card, which always goes back to Adam and Eve. Yeah, I get that the 3D is going to, because eventually, I don't think he's going to destroy the world. I think it's just a dimensional thing.
No, I think it's just going to evolve it.
Yeah, he said new heaven and new earth.
Yeah.
And he also said, for these things will pass away, but my word shall never pass away. So I think the destruction of this, but it's going to turn into this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're evolving.
Exactly. So whoever stays in the 3D has to go through this evolution still.
Yeah, like
Well,
until they
because
realize,
Yeah.
until they get snapped out of the matrix, basically.
Exactly. And
realize,
yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry. And that's what the umbrella was, until you realized what you have done and want to see the light, like almost like the dark night of the soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have more things if you guys want to do Tartarus.
Terry, not sure we want fluid bidets. What fluid are we talking about? Does it spit out tequila or something?
Well, patience could be constipation too, so we don't know. The Titans. So this started by the Titans being overthrown by the young Olympian gods, which was Zeus, Poseidon, and all of those Greek myths. And they had two. I can't remember the first one. I will remember it. But the second one was Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
And Atlas's punishment was to hold the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest they had to end up going into Tartarus. Tartarus? Is that how we say it?
Tartarus.
Kronos.
Greek is Tartarus.
Yeah, Kronos was the Titan king that was killed, yes.
You know, the Atlas token came up in one of the deep dives I did. Yeah. It was in Zimbabwe's, I believe.
Ooh. They're gold in there.
Yeah, that they carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. They are the breadbasket of the world. I believe it was Zimbabwe. It was one of them because I remember looking at it going, oh, it's got Atlas in it.
Well, it was that, or I think so, but I didn't. I'm halfway. So when that happened, the Olympian gods, Zeus took it in the sea and Hades the underworld. So underworld is different than Tartarus. Correct?
Yeah, I just think the terminology, because any divination tool is very sensitive to specifics.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I knew I had to study because my little brother.
Who's that? You want to fight about it?
You have more fight about it. Go ahead. Give me more info. Give me more info. Go for it.
I'm gonna give the wooden spoon to Mom.
Wear your boxing gloves if you're gonna duke it out here. Okay?
Yeah. Also, believe it or not, lately it's that word Tartarus has been in DC Comics and Marvel.
Mm-hmm. They make video games out of this location. Yeah, because if you do a search on any of the search engines, all these video games come up, and I'm like, they really take stuff out of whether it's mythological stories or even biblical. I mean, they take little bits and pieces and put it in your face, and that makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Also, is it almost like that one video game with the demon you're selling your soul? Are they doing Tartarus to release the prisoners in there? More people playing this video game, more energy is being sent there.
Remember intention.
But when you're not sovereign and you're giving your free will in a video game because you think it's good to do, there is no good intention there. There is no intention. so it can be given positive or negatively.
Well, Michael was obsessed with video games, and now that he's crossed over, I'm well aware that where he lives now is got video games everywhere. God's not against video games. It is about the heart. And
It's
he
about-
just did it to have fun.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but I think the video games now were a lot worse than it was back then. I mean, we played what?
Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt.
Well, no, what's that one with the tennis?
Froggy and
Pong.
King Kong
King
or
Kong,
Kong.
Galaga.
Space
Yeah.
Invaders.
Pac-Man.
All the Atari games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pong, yes. Pong was probably my favorite.
Pong. Beep.
Yep.
My favorite was Centipede.
Do you remember the electronic football games?
Yeah.
Well, way before Game Boy. We still have one. Okay, so this is confirming that video games can give that energy, but this also tells me intention. The Knight of Cups is about a loving energy. It's very secretive. Okay. I think that video games are moving away. They're going to move away from the dark stuff. It's going to go back to that fun, cutesy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the future, there's a death and rebirth of games because we want more of a humanitarian feel. Can you imagine if somebody made a video game about our projects? Come over here and donate your hemp seeds to this farm. And I mean, how cool would that be, though? People aren't going to like it. They're not going to like it.
There's a computer game like that, how to build your kingdom, where you have to get your plants, you have to have food for the people. They already have that in motion.
Well, I think that's what people are going to lean more towards and get away from. People aren't going to like it. They're going to go against it. But you know what? It's free will. And if they choose to stay in that energy, that's fine. Okay. I'm still
Starring
Stars.
Starry, starry night.
Anything else we want to add to Tartarus? Since it is kind of based on our perception of what we would envision hell as, I will give you a brief description. When Yeshua took me there, it wasn't into the pits, but what I did see was bad enough. People in cages, and their cage was their own self-imposed infliction. It was what they did to themselves.
Did he tell you what that place was?
No, he didn't. I just knew it. And all I knew is I clung to him like a wet cat. That's all I'm saying. Because he allowed me to feel the evil vibrations and the ill intentions. And he would hold on to me very tightly. And he says, "Do not fear, my child." And he says, "This place was not made for you. You choose to come here." And because I kept asking him what I did wrong, he said, "You didn't do anything wrong. I want you to tell people that there is a side of this, and I will never go against my own testimony." So I do believe that it is possible that you can be put into a place of torment if we don't open our eyes and see the beauty of unconditional love.
Exactly.
Obviously, people are going to have to find that at their own pace and in their own way.
Yep.
So Bible thumping and pumping people is not going to do any good. We have to allow them to make their own choices. We can steer and help. Plant
the seed and let the creator or let the person go with it.
Yeah, just send them on their way with love and pray for them and let that be God's project. That's a one-on-one thing between him and his child, whoever that is. So.
You already did the seeds. It's up to them. Well, news just in. Aniket, he's a guy.
From KORF.
Hey, my nuts ringing. What? This is just in.
This just in. Aniket, who's a guy. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right.
Yeah, we got to make it light since hell is not light.
If the stock market crashes tomorrow, I will try not to remember it as your birthday. Okay, love? You're thinking positivity.
Who
Blow
is
out the
the
candles, not the stock
overseer?
market. I'm sorry?
Who is the overseer of Tartarus?
Tartarus? I know who. I thought that was his name. I know his name of his wife. Did you look that one up?
Ooh.
He's
Todd?
married. He is
No.
married. He was married. That was his hell. No, his wife's name was Ignita.
Ignita.
Inchida. Inchida is Echida.
Oh, she was made in China?
No.
Well,
Interesting.
overseer is an archangel.
Well,
I
I
think
thought
archangels oversee something. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I thought Tartarus was the name and the place. The name of the person and the place.
I did too.
Well, is it?
Now
I
there
know it is of the place, but I don't know about of the.
Yeah, it said it was his name.
it was like what they called the god of the underworld.
Well, there is a primordial deity of the Tartarian pit sired a single child by Gaia named Typhonius, a monstrous serpentine storm giant who attempted to seize the throne of heaven. And Zeus vanquished the creature, cast it back down into the pit of Tartarus, where it remained as the cosmic source of hurricanes and storm winds. But according to Spirit, Uriel is the overseer of Tartarus.
Okay. All right. Well, now we don't need him. We have weather manipulation. I'm just saying. Okay, Uriel. That's interesting. Now, we were told that Yeshua has the keys to heaven and hell. Does he not? So if he appointed Uriel there, that would make sense. I'm surprised, though, a little bit that it's not Michael.
Yeah, me too. Is it Uriel or Ariel? Or because Uriel, isn't Uriel the archangel of forgiveness and light?
Oh, that's one of his jobs.
Well, Uriel is the archangel of wisdom and light.
Yeah. Knowledge is what I know him as.
Knowledge, but I know forgiveness. I've been working on that.
He wears multiple hats.
Yes, he does. And he sports around multitudes of keys.
I wonder where you get it from, right?
Dennis, how long have you been down there visiting?
I come up here every once in a while
Okay.
to meet with my friends.
That's the King of Cups typhoon comes out of the sea. That's how he sets his boundaries. We know he's out of coffee creamer. Let me stir things up.
Let me go back down there and get some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it that it's a deity plus a place. That's
Yeah. Now, my personal opinion when it comes to the concept or location or name or whatever you want to call it, hell, Hades, Tartarus, if you stay focused on the divine creator and Yeshua, you don't have to worry about it.
No.
You keep your faith, and we don't have fear. We don't fear demons. We don't fear that because we know that we are divinely protected and are his children. So that's what I focus on.
Exactly. And there's always a reason why we were divinely guided to see this.
Yeah. I would thank you, Wings. Okay.
I can't wait. Here we go.
Is he being humorous again? Saying something about your acorns?
He said, no, you need to tell people to beware when you tell people to go to hell.
True. Your words are powerful.
He said, be very careful.
Yes.
Okay.
So you say go to Tartarus?
You say, go to heaven.
Go to heaven.
No, he's sitting there going,
I know. It's so funny. I kind of saw this.
he's just.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
Okay. All right. All right, King. What else do we deep dive? Not into Tartarus. I will tell you an interesting fact, chat crew. I told King. I don't know if Gonads was there or not.
You got nuts on your ears. You gonna call me gonads, really?
That it was said that it went so deep into the underground that if you took an object, they used an animal when I read it in an example. If you dropped it into the hole, it would take 10 full Earth days to reach the bottom. Uh-oh.
The bottom or the center of?
The Tootsie
It said bottom, so I don't.
the Tootsie Pop. How many dropped animals?
One.
To get to the bottom of it.
In my experience, one.
Anyway, the question I have, you remember there was a mysterious hole that nobody knew where it went to?
Mel's hole.
Mel's hole.
Oh, yes. Hecklefish is all about Mel's hole.
Keeps leaning on that hole.
Yeah.
I wonder if that goes to Tartarus, just out of curiosity.
Hmm.
Can we hear calls and
Are there lizard people down there too?
Well, my hands are really vibing.
Actually, yes, it does.
It does.
This is why we watch this
Immediate,
stuff.
strong yes to that.
So sometimes they say if they threw the dead dog in Mel's hole, they will see it.
Yeah, it comes back out, but it
not
doesn't recognize its owner.
As what?
As what exactly? Was it a runaway prisoner?
Well, exactly, and because it doesn't recognize its previous owner when it comes out. Oh, there's Mel's hole. It's a whole different world. Yep. Yes, Ace of Wands. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Fippy.
No one to go exploring Mel's hole. Okay, you stay outside, lean on your hoe. All right.
Except
you're
the
wearing a
diddler.
jetpack.
The diddler
Jetpack.
A jetpack.
Or you have a magic carpet. Okay, it's only a 9-foot
That's true, too.
diameter.
Well,
Okay.
you don't want to go too far down there to where the magic carpet starts to burn.
Yes, the fringes might catch a flame. Let's not. Okay.
That's why he has that bidet.
Get your bidet with the fluid and start squirting.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that only lasts for so long.
Okay. All right. We've got to be silly and laugh, guys, because some of these subjects are kind of dark, necessary to look into, but you got to laugh.
Exactly.
It's like all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Find the humor in things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Portable bidet is the best.
Yeah, she did buy one.
A squirt bottle. Same thing. All right. Any other facts and highlights that we want to talk about with this?
We've got so much time left and only 6 questions.
Well, I do have. I got to refresh this, but I do have
I do
one.
have a coffee question. I think we pretty much run through all of Tartarus.
Tartarus is a bad, bad place. Do not go there. Stay out of Mel's hole, okay?
Mel don't like you in his hole.
Okay.
We'll just send the diddler over there. He'll have
We're
fun.
not a thermometer, okay? All right.
All right. We can also talk about. I want to reference. A while back, we had a roundtable show regarding preparations for certain emergency times. And guys, you might want to re-reference that to make sure you're good to go.
Yeah. I did some deep dives this morning just because it's not like I wake up and are so excited to spend all my energy doing these.
Oh, come on.
It's like Spirit leads me by the shoulder, sits me down in the chair, and I'm like, what are we doing? What are we working on?
It says, get excited. I got something for you.
Yeah. And they said, all right, this is what I want you to look into. And I went, okay. Some of them, it leads me to personal questions that I don't ask on air. because it affects me personally. And then it leads to, you need to do a show about this. And I went, okay. I just work here.
Well, that's what I mean. And then another thing is, I want to ask actually for the cards, being that there's no electricity, there may be no electricity blackout, right? What if will they still have phone services? Will they still have satellite phone services?
911 only.
Yeah, and that's if you can charge your phone.
Well,
Well, you should be able to if you have electricity.
No, if you don't.
If you don't.
If you don't have electricity, I mean, I'm sure you have gas in the car. You can charge it in the car.
Exactly. It's not an EMP outage that everything is not even going to work. This is just a grid down.
And potatoes create electricity.
There you go.
There you go. Oranges, yes.
Yeah. The reason I did it, and I know everyone's going to add their 2 cents in with their own personal readings and pendulums, and that's fine. You could end up with 50,000 different responses. I just give what I'm told.
Yep.
Okay, you take it with the grain.
Any of us can do.
And it also depends on what we always talk about. It's your level of truth. Your level of truth can be a different level of truth. What you view in the world is different than what I may be viewing, or Jen may be viewing, or Michael. It doesn't matter whose truth is right, as long as you sit in your own truth.
And it doesn't even matter if it actually happens. So for the last time, for the people that messaged me and said, what if it doesn't happen? Then you're no worse off than you are right now, okay? It's all right.
You have extra food.
Yeah, you're fine. You're over-prepared. You're ready for a natural disaster or something. Or you have extra when the time comes if you need to share with somebody.
Well, yeah. And have you ever eaten a pine tree? You know, many parts are edible.
Yeah.
I mean,
the oak tree has got great nuts. Just saying.
Yeah, fine. Look for Jen. Yeah. Oh my God, we feel like it's so funny. Also, I don't know, but YouTube, if you purchase or subscribe to them, I think it's what, $14.99 a month or so.
Mine's 10.
Oh, we got to talk later.
Mine's 14.
Okay, YouTube.
If
you purchase, yeah, she has the one that doesn't have the VIP stuff. No, if you purchase it and you download whatever you want from YouTube to save, you can watch it. There's no internet. So if you want to do like 25 of our Roundtable shows, just
if they have a form of electric, if it's on your little tablet, put it on your phone, whatever it is, and you can charge it. You'll have entertainment. Buy a deck of cards. Get a coloring book. I don't care what you do, but it'll be all right. Go outside with the guy.
Talk to the family. But, I think some things you can download that you don't need internet if you have electricity, because like survival things. I found something today that said 30 essential things that you should have in your pantry, which is like peanut butter and honey and all of that stuff.
I watched that and I checked off every single one.
Yep.
I don't have a pantry.
Uh-oh. You have
under your bed, King, under your bed.
What is that machine
I don't even have a bed.
Under the recliner, King. Under the
recliner. or make a portal.
No.
Just put it in that portal.
I might have to trade my recliner in for a hammock. I don't know.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Let's see.
Yeah, so I mean, everything is divinely guided. Yes. As long as you have no fear and you know that the divine is in control, then there's no panic.
Yeah. I'm actually excited just because I'm tired of kicking different cans down the road.
I know. I'm excited but nervous because I know some people that are very heavy in the market. but I said
You
that.
did what you could to sow the seed and
I
warn
know, I know, but that's what I'm
free
saying.
will.
I am excited because you're not going to say it in a narcissistic way, but you didn't listen, guys. You know,
Exactly.
we tried telling you. I called somebody today. And I said, see if you can purchase a solar generator.
Mhm.
And Jen, you have a solar generator. How is it?
It's wonderful, wonderful.
It works very well on refrigerators, freezers, whatever
Yes,
you
it
need.
does.
Okay, and
And
it's
I
solar.
have multiples of those. Like you can see an extra fridge. There's a freezer sitting beside of it. I've got water. I have to go get more water today. But I have got another deep freeze and another refrigerator. I've got multiples of them, but you can rotate them because they don't need to stay running all the time. Just rotate it to where it stays frozen. You can let it go, put on a different one. Once the generator loses that wattage, just plug the solar panel up, stick it in a window, and it just continues to charge. If I want to, oh, believe me, the coffee pot will be on every morning. Okay.
Well, we
But-
also talked about what if you don't have electric, what can you use?
But if you don't, I have I have a camp stove. We've got a grill. They're all propane. I've got a camp stove coffee pots, old percolator that doesn't require. There's all kinds of things you can do. Boil
Yeah.
water, use a filter, just pour it directly over the ground. You can have coffee if that's your, need to have.
Yeah.
Um,
Even I don't know if you guys have Trader Joe, but they do have instant cold coffee. So if you don't have anything to heat, what's up?
you know what I do because I'm a redneck and I'm cheap. I make my own coffee and I pour it in a pitcher and I put it in the refrigerator and I make my own cold coffee. So
you can be cheap without having to be a redneck, right?
well, yeah, we've all learned how to lean on our hoe. Okay,
but you didn't hear her say she does it in the bathtub in the front of the house. You didn't hear that.
Hey. Speaking of bathtubs, if it gets close to this time, because I did ask about the water system, if you feel that energy coming, because they gave me a date today. We know how we feel about dates. Don't lecture me. Fill your bathtub.
Yeah,
with water.
Everybody takes a bath in the same.
Well, yeah.
He's got a camera. He's watching my family.
Share and share alike.
He's connected with Elon Musk. Also, if you don't have a bathtub or you don't have a pool or whatever, I mentioned this today in the morning. Get a garbage can, fill it with water, put a cover on it. So that's going to be considered toilet flushing water or washing dishes water. If drinking water, you can get filtered water, whatever. But if worst scenario happens, make sure you're prepared with other stuff. Also, we did mention before, if you have a basement bathroom, try not to use it because you're going to need a sump pump. If you have a sump pump system, it won't be running. So that won't take it out. So always, try to, you have time now. Think, what happens if this scenario happens? What happens if that scenario happens? I won't be taking a shower for 10 days. I'm okay.
You stay in Chicago. I'm just telling you.
What does he say? Brief interruption?
Beep,
Okay.
beep, beep, beep. Nuts ring.
You might want to pause.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's pause. Mods, if you can pause the questions. We are at 17, plus I've got one here. And the coffee page. We will get
45 minutes left to go.
Okay. So
coffee page.
let me share a couple of things for you guys. I will give you a brief reminder when I did a reading this a few days ago on the stock market crash. And I checked again this morning, and they keep saying by November 2nd or tomorrow morning when we wake up, there will be a crash. I want to give you an update. When I woke up this morning, this is what it is.
This is what it is. This is as of now?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yup. Okay. So, Spirit's on to something.
Oh, my goodness. Let me go run upstairs and take a picture of my dad's face.
Everything
Yes,
is
please.
bottoming out. Let's
Bring him
see.
down because we want to see his expression.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, he's going to go pray soon, so I hope he prays very well.
Okay. The next thing I will share with you, it's just important that you know that Jen's not as crazy when she says things and works with spirit.
Well,
Okay, all right, I'll let you have it.
sometimes they'll put you out there, you know.
Yeah. Here's just a little.
Especially.
I took this one right before we started the show.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
As you can see, the date, it is November 1st. Everything is dropping. And if it's going to, it normally happens like on a Friday. So, with that being said, if it crashes, banks will panic. They will lock their doors and they will turn off the ATM machine. Get what you can today.
Yeah.
If you need to. If you don't, put it back in the bank. It doesn't matter, but have a little something on hand. Because I did ask, I think it was off camera, will we be able to purchase things if we have exact change? Maybe I did it on camera. I don't know. And it said yes. If you can count out like $23.72 or something like that, then you can get whatever you're looking for.
Put all my coins in a fanny pack. I don't.
There you go. Get your purse. So I just want to give you an update on the stock market. Looking kind of hairy out there today. And Sister Deb sent us something that yesterday they dumped not more than $950 billion out of the stock market.
Yeah, I'm going to say let's close the questions.
Yeah, close them out.
18.
All right.
So are they going to blame this crash on the bankruptcy of BlackRock?
I mean, we can look. I don't really know what they're going to blame it on.
Jared, I would love that.
Oh, because you could prove a point? Well, they blame it on BlackRock.
Yes.
Because
I want there's to be a reason, like they're going to be like, how is that possible? What happened?
What? BlackRock went belly up, so it crashed the entire stock market?
Well, since they own majority of the stock market.
They and Vanguard, it's a whole spider web thing, but yeah.
Eight of Wands. If they do that, then it may wake more people up.
Yes,
yeah. Ace of Cups, yes.
Oh my God. Please have another ace.
Yeah. We will celebrate. Yeah. Because that's good confirmation that the deep state's being taken down.
Yeah.
The Chariot. Yeah. Military is going to push it. Wow. They lost all their money. Oh. If you have money in the stock market, I'm sorry. Okay. But you've been warned.
But not just that. You're going to get some back as RV. You are going to, what is that?
That's my Vippy.
We're voking.
Oh, that's what I thought.
We were voting.
Back on your Vippy.
Okay.
I thought he was seeing how good he was.
Now I've lost my train of thought.
Woo! Welcome to my world.
Put it on reserve.
Okay.
When it comes back.
No, piggyback off of BlackRock. Let's try to get your mind back up there.
I can't. I lost it.
Uh-oh.
We know, honey. Okay.
I lost it.
Okay.
Here, let me help you.
All right.
Is that helping you?
I know it had something to do with the stock market crash. If the stock market crashes, does that mean that the military steps in?
Before check your box day?
Before check your box day.
Oh, of course.
Okay. People will panic if they can't swipe a card.
Yeah.
Or use their phone.
And I want you to remember today's the 1st. So a lot of Social Security and veteran payments go in today. At least did. So it did hit the bank. I haven't tried to take it out yet, but Yeah, it's crucial if you got $1 or two that to take care of it. All right, military stepping in.
Mhm.
The stock market crash prior to check your box day. Nine of Wands. This is going to beat down a lot of people. Strength.
Oh,
We do have the white hats here to help those that are not going to, they're going to be left out and not have anything. Military can step in. Yeah. Strong leadership that will be out there basically pointing a direction, which way to go. Justice. So they're doing this too. They're going after the people. Well, they've been fluffing up the stock market for a long time. But yes, military will be there. I don't know that it would be an EBS. Six of Cups is giving in. This is giving gifts, so that I get the military will be handing out things if necessary in that capacity.
yeah.
Well, that kind of sounds like 10 Days of Darkness.
Well, I'm
I
thinking
know.
if the EBS goes off, maybe the only election are the ones that were early ballot voting. And I feel that military probably has some extra supplies, food supplies for houses that weren't able to prepare.
Well, you got to remember under the Ozarks and all the deep underground tunnels and stuff, the bad guys were hoarding. Military they confiscated that.
Yep.
So they could use that and give that to the people, and that's a whole lot of stuff.
Yep.
So you will get help. And remember, if you live in a good community, neighbors will help neighbors. I will help my neighbors if I need to. Okay.
Yep. Point you over to Jen's place.
Remember, Jen has puppity pews and can see you and you can't see me. Okay. All right. Just so y'all know, it's probably good not to come, because if we get rough on water, I got the pool to flush the toilets and stuff. If it gets nasty, I'll take my bath in the pond with the fishies, okay? It's all right.
Just the washcloth, people. That works. Yeah, the pews.
All right. King, do you have coffee questions?
I do.
Okay.
Let me refresh first.
You better refresh before we lose water.
Ooh, Lord.
Buy those buy baby wipes. That'd be a good investment.
Washcloth.
I have a couple. Well, actually, about 3.
I got a couple too. They're my ears.
Okay. So from Sherry.
Both of these matter.
See, Jen's able to say anything. She's got nuts.
Go ahead, King.
Okay, from Sherry. If she can't make live, okay, well, this is recording. Will Canada follow the U.S. in the dismantling of government by early 2025?
Yeah, she left a comment that I could disregard that question because I did a deep dive on Canada.
I figured since she already paid for it, I was going to go ahead and answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, maybe we can talk about that, because I remember when the truckers went to Canada. Oh, yeah. No, wait, where's my brush? No, I just want to, if anybody here from Canada or knows about it, when they did the truck strikes and they went in there because of nobody can walk outside, they were on lockdown. There was a female that was going to try to take over his job.
Yep.
Queenie.
No, she wasn't Queenie, but
she was declaring she was.
No, but it wasn't her. It was another woman. She was part of the parliament, but it ended up that she was also part of the deep state, but made it look like she wasn't. And for the life of me, I cannot remember her name, but it wasn't Queenie. It was another person, but they were also part of the deep state. So when you were saying that, when you pulled the cards on that, was that a good person, female? When you pulled the cards on that?
Yes, it was divine, because I looked even further into it when I did the Europe one right after that, which includes Britain. I pulled my Princess Diana card.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Okay. Because they did have somebody who was a better candidate, but
Yeah.
she was deeper in deep state than him
And
himself.
and another card that I pulled in that line was faking their death.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And in comes the popcorn.
Yeah, you started early now.
Yeah. Yeah. Spirit likes to. It's a story. It is something else. All right.
So what do we get on that
Canada.
Canada.
question?
What do you want me to ask?
Will Canada follow the U.S. in the dismantling of government?
Yes, I said I deep dived that, and she knows. That's why she messaged and said you can disregard that question King's going to ask because I did the deep dive, and it said they will be dismantled. Their government, their Mr. T, will be taken down, and they're actually very scared right now.
And question number 2 was, will our housing market, our meaning Canada's, housing market normalize or crash soon?
Okay, now that one I can do.
Yes, you can. I'm going to allow that.
Okay, thank you for your permission.
I would have listened to her first thing of disregard King.
Oh, say it isn't so, little sister.
Wow.
You know we tease little brothers.
As we do, little sisters. Let's confuse them all.
I know, guys, we're not related. Just by soul.
If I start throwing in and calling King Daddy, we're gonna have issues. Okay.
Daddy.
Oh, for you, I would be grandpa.
No, yeah.
Oh, you
Well, never
rescued
mind.
him.
I am my own grandpa.
All right, Canada's housing market.
Yes.
All right, we're watching it carefully.
I am getting crash.
We're I think most people are waiting on humanitarian giving and receiving. Queen of Swords. In the past, this system is being cleaned up because she's about truth and justice and that being revealed. Currently, it's moving, but it's fast moving. It's already in the works. Public just can't see it right now. The world. So it's coming to completion. That cycle, the old system kind of thing, the world is about getting a firm foundation in the future. So I get an uptick in the realty. 7 of Wands, they're holding their ground right now. You remember, we still have operatives on the opposite side trying to fight it. And it's going to be exhausting, okay? But it is going to happen. The world is a good victory card. But they got to end an old cycle first. It's coming.
Yeah, I think that's why it's coming,
crash?
not just for Canada, but for here, because a lot of times they were saying, should we buy a house now? And it was always wait.
Wait.
Wait. I do have one other one from somebody else.
Ooh, somebody else.
Okay.
It's called Someone.
Uh-oh.
Someone.
Does my youngest son, Aaron, have an attachment?
Okay.
I'm getting no. But let's.
No, I have it comes and goes. There's a yes, but it comes and goes.
Well, if it comes and goes, is it really an attachment?
Is it really an attachment? That's my son, Aaron.
I'm
Is it a
getting no
divine
attachment.
Is it a divine attachment? Divine, ask if it's like a divine guardian.
Well, we all have that.
No, but I mean, it could be a.
It's the divine guardian that comes and goes.
Okay, this is a representation of the sun because it's a page. And this is a huge yes because it's ace, but remember this is divine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Female energy. So this is a guardian. So it could be a grandmother figure or someone ancestral that's watching
Within
over.
the family, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Depending on how old that child is. Did I just get a reverb? That was weird. Depending on how old that child is,
Yeah.
he could not want to hear it, which makes him be emotionally distressed because it's what's going on, guys.
It can, those kind of energies, they don't know what it is, and whether it's divine or not, it can upset a child if they're littles. It can upset an adult if they're not very spiritual.
But if they're hearing it and they don't want to act outside of the social norm, they may be acting out because it sounds so crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Everybody just needs to come and like spend a week with me, and you can walk through the house and see spirit and just go, hey, and just keep going about your business because that's how natural it is. Okay, start.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, someone. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Kathy, for the coffees.
Yes. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Joe McWill. Thank you, darlings.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. You get a thank you, and you get a thank you. Okay.
And you get a blessing. And you get a blessing.
You get a blessing.
Oh, you guys get a blessing. Yeah, I got you guys on my prayer list.
Bless all your pea-picking hearts. All right. Okay. Sister Lorraine, thank you for your latest reading. You're welcome, love. Just wondering, will we Canadians have no gas and electricity or banking? All right. I'm going to do a 3-card spread on each of those items for you. All right. So we're going to start with gasoline, petroleum. What fuel you put in your vehicular?
Did you just say Vaseline?
Well, it's petroleum.
Is it gasoline? Is Lorraine new to us? Welcome, Lorraine.
I get yes, yes, and no in that order.
Okay.
But you won't be able to get them or use them.
I think you guys are going to have it a little bit longer than we are. Yeah. I think you've got more reserves, so it's being protected. They're holding it. Gas. Yeah, they're going to have to be strategic about this. They have plenty, but they're going to, yeah, I agree. Strategic rationing. Yep.
It's better.
So that's gasoline.
So you said yes, no gas, yes, no electricity.
No, I said yes. Yeah. Yes for no gas. Yes for electricity. And no for banking.
Probably they don't do much on the stocks. Maybe.
All right. Electricity.
Ooh,
what was it?
Somebody wanted to.
Oh, no, not that one.
Cupid.
I'm doing the electricity. There's an agreement here. That's the one that flew out.
Oh, and since Tesla started it in Canada.
Rolling blackouts.
Rolling blackouts. Are ours here going to be rolling blackouts? Or is
I should look into that. I did ask if we would lose it altogether. It said yes, but it could be in certain areas, major cities. I thought it was interesting of why we're having them because it just spelled out the word justice.
Yeah, I'm getting no for rolling blackouts.
For us?
Yeah.
It's going to be quick.
Yeah. So Canada, I think that the agreement is that they're going to let it kind of come and go because I do know that she made a comment that it is a lot colder up there and they cannot afford to lose their heat. So they're going to heat your house for a few hours, shut it down, that kind of thing. But it'll all turn out okay in the end. Okay.
Nice. Well, a good thing that it's happening in November here in our states is our garage is always a freezer, so at least our stuff won't go too bad.
There you go.
Always look at the bright side of life. Do do do.
Yeah, and I'm prepared to get the littles and bring them here and make sure they're cared for. All right, so now I'm doing the banking. If Canada, if their banks will shut down as well. Five of Pentacles, being out of money. Temperance. Could be a slower crash for you guys. Judgment is happening. So I think that everybody's going to lose access to funding because the global banking system, the world global, that's what it means, is the whole system has to go down. Be patient. Judgment has to happen.
Yeah.
Once again, we have another Two of Pentacles. It's going to be iffy. So I would just be prepared either way.
Exactly.
People are going to be out and down and, without. It'll be a tiring situation.
Being that the dollar was the strength of the world, every place has to go down.
Everything will fall. This is a good reminder and good energy. Six of Cups is gift giving. Help your neighbor. Remember what it's like to help one another. Humanity's a beautiful thing when backed into a corner. It can also be ugly too. I will say that, but yeah.
I think that what would we say that you have to see the ugly to see the beauty? Because everybody takes advantage of something, so we do have to see.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Exactly. All right. Kat has the next one. My bank, BMO, is currently having delays with deposits and withdrawals. Bank said to check back later, maybe. Okay.
Later, please.
Is this temporary, or did my bank crash? She's laughing about it. Good for you, Kat. It's like, whatever. Okay. All right. What's going on? BMO Bank. Okay.
What compliance would they have to be at?
Oh, Basel III compliance?
Basel 3.
Basel 3.
I don't think they are.
Basel 3 compliant or not. And I'm getting no. So that's why there's a delay.
Busy card today. Secrets. This is in the past. It's like being laid to rest. Three of Pentacles. They're scrambling. They are scrambling. I think that they're seeing the markets.
Yeah, because I think BMO was also part of the bank's bankruptcy before. Remember when the Obama helped them out?
Yeah. Well, the leader or the CEO, he's kind of a snake oil salesman. They're going to try to, in the future, like, oh God, what do we do? What do we do? Five of Cups. This is a loss. I don't know that the bank ain't going to make it. Page of Pentacles, a new system. So new money. Kat, you'll have to keep us posted if you're able to check back later. But it looks like right now they are scared. They are scrambling. They're trying to get a plan together right now.
I don't think they were Basel 3 compliant.
No, they're not.
So they're gone.
Well, we talked about that before, John. It doesn't necessarily mean they're gone. It just means that they won't handle humanitarian.
They still have to be gold backed eventually, or they will shut down altogether.
Yeah, as long as they are gold back, yes.
They just probably won't be able to hold as much as everybody else.
Let's just say Jules is excited because they financed her birth.
Nice. Let them pay for the new baby, honey.
And all the diapers.
There you go. That's free child support. What are you talking about?
I'm wondering if they'll pay for my new car.
Ooh.
Okay, I have a Bippy
Financed.
for
Oh,
inquiring
another big
office.
K.
Okay.
Being that this is going to happen from now until the 10th of November, around that area, should people hold off on paying their mortgages if they're struggling until this thing clears up?
This is not financial advice.
It's entertainment purposes, guys.
Just for that, you're getting the banner.
The banner.
The banner's back. All right.
Well, we have to, because if you're struggling and you need to be prepared, it's okay if the mortgage is late if this doesn't happen. But
First of all, use your discernment, and this is probably a case-to-case basis.
yes,
What does it feel right to you? If you feel that it's more important to get stocked up, supplies, whatever, then you do you, boo. But let's see what Spirit says. Well, people, should they hold off on mortgages? I don't know that you could get away with that with personal landlords because they'll just evict you. They don't care.
I'll be right back.
You know, this is because this could cause worry and anxiety. This is like figuring out if you pay the mortgage. That's a community. So look at it like a banker. Okay. Sure, this is contemplation. King of Wands in the past. Queen of Wands. Now she is compassionate. If you have a compassionate bank and you can work with them, if you don't have access to your bank, I don't know, wouldn't do you much good anyway. As of the energy right now, this is about making a deal if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Ace of Wands. I mean,
You know what?
Yeah.
I just got something that possibly. Do you remember during the COVID times, they had mortgages be halted? I
Mhm.
wonder if military will announce that.
Mhm. These two cards are interesting because this is advice. This is taking action to hold your own ground. So this is a defense mechanism to me. If you need it to get supplied for entertainment purposes only, then do it. If you can reach out and contact and add it to the end of your mortgage cycle before they erase them, see if you can do that and delay it a month. Always try to work with them first, be nice and responsible about it. And if not, at the end of the day, make your own call.
And wait a little. I'm sure you get a couple grace days until an announcement comes up.
And we did look into it the other day about mortgages. If they would halt all of this utilities, like, well, if we're not going to have electricity, it's not going to be worried about that. But if they will halt paying all bills, yeah, this is wishes being granted. I think everybody's going to be good and not have to worry about it during this cycle in the military. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's financial independence. This is all loving energy. Everybody's going to be fine and not have to fork out all this money while all this hypnotic November, like Kim says, is happening.
Wow.
All right. So it's kind of like a loving gesture. Like, don't worry about your bills. Take care of your family.
Exactly.
All right. Here we go. Joby has one.
Mm-hmm.
My plan to meet hubby and work with him got delayed again due to some paperwork, kind of losing patience. Guidance from spirit guides, please. We told you that it wouldn't be till March.
Yeah. And
because of what's about to happen.
And patience is what we're supposed to be learning.
Yeah.
2024.
And it could be because of all this breakdown and buildup of a new system. While you're pulling on that, Jen?
Let me see if it'll point to a month. Last time we got March.
Well, I wouldn't even, because it's the patience of what's in God's plan.
Yeah.
Joby, you got to understand, God's plan is of a divine way. If you force it, it may not go the way you want it.
It's still saying March.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Patience, love.
Yeah, need patience, and it will work out. It's just that we have to go through this ugly, and we might not have all money all around the world, currency at the right time.
Right.
Just to let you know, Jen, yesterday I was at a location and I saw something on the news that not ours, the Chicago School Board president stepped down today.
You're going to see a lot of that because they only
Yeah.
have so many days. They can capitulate and resign, or you can face the consequences. Yep.
That was a shock. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
All right. Sherry, a state of bliss. Was Haiti named after Hades and making it a hub for nefarious activities and practices?
That's the first one. Hades.
I get no.
Not really. But there is something underlying. There's a little something to it. Oh, okay. I think they use the energy of Hades to do what they have to do. Do they use the energy of Hades there to perform their nefarious acts? There's an energy there.
Well, here's your energy. But in the past, it is not named for something nefarious. There is,
No.
so if you spoke Haitian and knew the language, what it actually means, I think, is very divine.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they've, just like they did, like when I did the deep dive into Zimbabwe and South Africa, they have stripped these beautiful lands of everything and turned them into third world countries. But Haiti's going to come back and be beautiful. They're going to rebuild it, give it back to the people. Hierophant. The deep state did this.
Yes, they did.
They named it.
I
Yeah.
think they probably did it to every country out there.
Yes, and it headquarters their money-making machines. Do you know what I mean? So they're kind of responsible. Any of their major hubs, this is where you're getting it. Okay, they run it. The CEOs that are running their deadly corporations. Wow.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. Annika, once again, happy early birthday.
And he's a
What's
guy.
coming for you? What's coming for you? Tomorrow's your birthday. Your birthday's coming.
And a cake.
Yeah, I was going to say, and a cake.
Yeah.
Okay, this time I'll say you are my older brother. It takes a little longer for me.
Time.
You remember what a cake looks like. All you see is the fire on the top.
Barely remember what they taste like.
He's another one that you need to know patience, Anakin. Everything is guided by what lessons you need to learn.
It's telling you got to work on something. You got to work on your birthday.
Uh-oh.
King of Wands. They're telling you to take action. You got to work. Take action. You need to do more. Knight of Cups. In the past, you're still so focused on finding love. They're wanting you to work on something else. What is it? Your intuition and your spiritual gifts, love.
Yep.
Walk away from things that aren't serving you any purpose anymore and upset you emotionally. So this is still about self-work. Yeah, when the true King of Wands comes out, the Queen of Wands shows up, love. Okay. She's about healing. There, looky here. See this love? And this is kind of a rearrangement of your reading that you've had not too long ago that said, if you do the self work, that's what's coming. The love will come, but you've got to walk away from the emotional mindsets and things that are holding you back. Okay.
There, like you have a like a fear of trust.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't trust, if you have that fear, how are you going to find somebody to trust?
Yep. All right. Here we go. Jojo. Any advice as to why I'm breaking out in wicked sweats when I went through menopause years ago? Sorry, there's a bunch of Blackhawks going over the house right now.
Blame it on the Blackhawks.
Should go out and take a picture of them.
So do you give me permission to check your chakras?
I'm getting ascension symptoms.
I have a feeling her back and navel chakra is a little blocked. The back of it, not the front of it.
Is your blood pressure up?
That's exactly what I was
That's
getting.
what I'm getting.
And so that's the mang mang in the back.
Bang, bang.
Mang mang.
Okay.
Yeah, this is blood pressure.
Mm-hmm. I can check it again. Hold on.
Yeah, I can confirm. Blood pressure.
That's pretty big. Oh, Pharaoh's here.
You might.
Did that raise the blood pressure?
Pharaoh being here? Yeah.
The redheaded stepchild came in and raised her blood pressure. Use your discernment, Jojo, but if Nadia can work on you and fix it, if not, this is kind of seeking out some more advice. You might want to get some doctor advice. Okay. There's some things that you need to let go of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that you're kind of hanging on to.
Yeah,
This could be nostalgia, childhood memories, or something that keeps coming up. It keeps raising your blood pressure.
Yeah, I feel it because there's a definite chord here. There's a definite chord.
Let Nadia use her weed whacker on you. She'll be all right. Okay.
It should be better for now.
All right. Wyletta has the next one. Is the part of New Jersey I live in safe?
Some parts. It's funny, I have alcohol in my hand and I'm getting like cool breeze on both hands.
I'm getting yes.
It didn't used to be, but it looks like it's okay now. It can be a little tricky. You might have a few neighborhoods that I'm doing this based on an overall county. You might have some neighborhoods that are a little sketchy, but okay, there's some warnings here for rioting, but the military is going to stop this. Okay, yeah, you're okay. You got strength of the military. This tower moment here is they might pull some tricks and come in because you got the devil up here. So if they try to attack, military will step in and stop it. So you're okay. Don't worry. This is move out of troubled waters. There is an agreement here. The military is going to be there to catch all this nefarious stuff going on. So you're okay.
Yeah, just keep faith and positive outlook. Keep your frequency up. You'll be in a higher state.
There's your base card. There's wishes being granted. You're going to be all right. All right. 17 has the next one. Does my mama have a message for me? She passed in 2017 on 11
Yes, she does.
Oh, wow, that was quick. I mean,
All right.
that
Wow.
download was like,
Okay. All right. Let's see what mama's got to say. Probably stop worrying and have more fun. Isn't that what they normally tell us?
Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said.
She says, "Why are you bothering me? I'm having so much fun right now."
Leave me alone, child. Even in heaven, I can't get no peace. That's what my mom says. She's good. She is. Is your dad fast?
Canasta right now.
Yes. Yes, Jen.
Yeah, with your dad, hanging out, having fun, and boy, they are. All right. This is the page seeking out advice. 8 of Wands. Their energy is with you. They're coming in and out all the time. Oh, she's warning about tower moments coming in the near future. All right. And watching the evil happen. They're well aware because they have front row seats. All right. They're watching what's going on.
They got their own popcorn.
I was just going to say, it must be heavenly to have their own.
Yeah. But the chariot, watch what happens. It's going to move fast, but it's dark to light. Watch what happens. They're excited for us.
Yeah.
Look at this loving energy. Yeah. I get mom and dad are young again. They're just hanging out. Cheers.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So 17, they're well aware of what you're about to go through with your fellow humans, and not to worry, because that chariot is all about overcoming adversities and problems, and it's going to end quickly. It's fast moving.
Yeah, it's almost like a step up of graduation. We had house arrest 4 years ago. They gave us practice on learning how to cook again, learning how to communicate with family members. So now we're one step up. Let's see how we do it without electricity.
Yep. All right, Sherry has the next one. A state of bliss. Does severing the umbilical cord at birth reduce our natural immunity? There are cultures that use lemongrass to naturally dry it out and maintain healthy, clean tissue in the process. I have heard and seen this. I think they do cut it way too fast. You're supposed to let it sit and kind of naturally. Now, this is severing from mama. They do it within like 30 seconds. They need to wait at least a few minutes. It could even almost take up to an hour. Of course, this is case by case information. I'm not a doctor, but it is said to benefit the baby. Let that blood finish flowing through the umbilical cord. But I'll pull cards on it and see.
Yeah, because I know the immunity is basically the colostrum that comes out of nursing.
Mm-hmm.
I think what would happen if you cut this too short is almost like a separation anxiety.
It is, and the stem cells that are still in that umbilical cord, like people that pay to have cord blood reserved,
yes,
it's important that finishes transferring from mom to baby.
So does severing the umbilical cord at birth reduce our natural immunity? It's like a maybe. It can. It doesn't have to. What you get?
Yes.
What you get? A big yes?
Yes.
Really?
Not a big yes, but a yes.
No, not a big yes. I mean, there's a lot of factors.
No, you always tap into what I'm thinking, you know.
I know. That's why I said a big yes, because I was shocked. It was
the hangman energy here is what we're focusing on. It stunts something. It kind of stunts the immunity. So it's not like it harms it. It just kind of slows it down a little bit. Yeah. In the near future, they're well aware of this, and they're going to be working together with doctors. They're getting better at this process. Information and knowledge is going to come out that it's better. There's a better way, more natural way to do than what they're doing.
I thought we were going to
I'm
be
wondering.
doing away with doctors and doing med beds.
No,
Maybe.
no, there
Well,
will be,
I mean, like midwives and
yeah,
things
there will
like
be
that.
doctors
makes
for
sense.
situations like that. There will be. However, two things. Would they like remove the placenta and let the placenta finish its way through it?
Watch.
Or sometimes if the mother is stressed out, that also gets transferred to the child.
Why is this making me go back and look at the base cards? This was the read. The base card was we've been lied to about the process. Yeah. All right. I'm moving it. Push it down. Help me. Okay. All right.
It was an even push too.
17. Does my mama? We already did this. All right. Colleen, do y'all have Signal? Yes, I do. It's a military app to still have communications even when the internet go and the towers go down. It's based on a different satellite system. It's military run. And my guess it's linked to Starlink.
Now, what if you have an old phone? So it's still
Mine's
working.
really old too,
no.
Nadia, and I have Signal.
Yeah, but we have Signal, but we didn't try out if we have no satellite if we have no phone or anything. So
We'll find out.
we will. Maybe I'll
Let's get walkie-talkies and talk. Okay. All right.
Good.
All right.
Anybody know smoke signals?
Two cans in the string.
Yeah, there you go. Get your soup cans out. All right. No one's going to die except Nadia that doesn't have their phone in their hand to get all the call. Actually, she might get a break, or the house is going to be so flowing with people that call. What's going on? You know all these answers. She's going to be having to give a speech to the neighborhood.
I know. I got to look for a soapbox.
Yep. All right. Jojo wants to know, is it true Trump is in agreement for biometrics and chip implants after the reset? Remember one thing, there is positive AI to help with medical issues like brain things, and then there is negative AI, but this doesn't.
Free will.
It's not resonating with me, but let's check.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
I ain't doing it.
No, I'm not. I have popcorn. I don't like chips. Biometrics is 20 for biometrics and chimp. Can we have? I want chimp implants.
I'm getting a no.
How about chimp implants, Dennis? That would be fun.
No, actually, he's against it.
Yep.
Yep.
He's against it. Yep. Truth will come out about this, but no, this is being dealt with. This is justice card. All right, tough decisions are being made about this. I don't get that he likes this at all. All right. Moving on.
Up.
I'm trying to get my signal on my iPad and it won't let me do it.
Julesy, what's Spirit's message for you?
Don't pay your RV. What's Spirit's message?
Let's see, love.
Hide your RV from prying eyes.
Your IV.
Yeah, your IV from prying eyes.
Well, Jules, if you've got fuel for that sucker, you can live in it a whole lot cheaper during a blackout than you can.
Yeah. Yes,
Wow.
you too can live off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has solar what do they call those? Panels on her RV.
Good for you, girlfriend. She's set. Jules, I got a question for you. Can you fit the whole collective in your RV? I'm just asking.
She's going city by city, guys. Get ready.
Can you add on to an RV like you do a house?
Well, you can in a redneck way. I could help you. All right.
Make that RV a double decker.
There you go.
RV double deckers.
Wow. Spirit's really proud of you, Jules.
Yay.
They're so proud of your new RV.
Is there anything about triplets in there?
No.
Oh,
This is Beyond the Veil. They're so proud that you took action and got this RV. They know that you've been working with the people to design it or order it, and very proud of you. All right. In the future, there's your worker bee. You're gonna master the trade of RV living, love. You're gonna work on it because you're probably still learning all the bells and whistles. You're gonna get really good, and you're probably gonna help other people that want to travel. The spirit's also thinking that grandbaby is happy about this as well. For now, until you get on the road, and then there might be some depression. And I get that may be because loss of neighborhood friends or, socially.
Privacy.
So that could be something you have to work on, is keeping him entertained so he doesn't get sad. Littles are hard to entertain. So get creative.
Also privacy, it will be, you guys basically.
Yeah, and he's at an age where he's going to really need privacy. So look out for grandson and how it affects him. And that worker bee is something telling you that you're going to have to work on it.
Yeah, because it's really hard when you want to slam a curtain. I'm so mad at you.
Whatever.
Dennis, Joel said, bite your tongue.
All right.
ow.
Kathy, my mom moving to independent living place. Will she be happy there? I think she will.
You answered.
That's all in one sentence.
Oh, Mama,
Biting my tongue.
It hurts.
I
got a yes. Anything that she needs to know? Oh, she's going to be so happy. And I love Kathy's mom. She's a gem.
Yes.
Isn't she a hoot? I had talked to her on the phone. She's about as Italian as you can get.
It sounds like Rosanna. It's so awesome. I love talking to her.
She's got great energy.
Oh, and information.
This is a great investment. This is a great humanitarian. She's going to have lots of people to hang out with. This is giving and receiving. This is victory, by the way. That means she's going to give out just as much love energy as they give to her. Beautiful. Divinely guided. This was meant to happen. All right. Page of Pentacles. All right. So in the future, you need to realize that this is a really good investment. So if you're helping contribute towards this money process, you may have to help out a little bit, but loving energy.
She wants to get a 2-room independent living place. They allow that for visitors to come and spend time with her.
Okay. Be prepared that they don't rip you guys off. This is a thief and liar, and they might try to overcharge. So that's a little bit of a warning. But overall, that energy is beautiful.
All of those independently living.
Get an independent, or what they call an itemized statement or billing. That way they can't, if you ever looked at a hospital bill, I remember one time I was in there and they charged $30 and it says mucus retainer system. And I asked what it was and they said, it's that little box of cardboard tissues you get.
$30, yeah.
$30, but you get 25 of the cardboard will take your skin off your nose tissues. Mucus retainer system.
I like that.
Lexi.
Who is it now?
All right. Spirit message. I want to know, did you go back and watch the replay the other day? Because we did answer your question.
And how come Spirit doesn't have a letter? Like E or
Yeah, you should
or
name spirit.
see, there's
E.T.,
M, T, and E have been used already.
but they
I'm
have
getting
yet
the
to
R.
meet.
But
Yeah.
there's something about an R coming into
They,
your
M,
Ooh,
T, and E, so they met already.
all right. Let's see what
I
spirits
was
know.
going to buy a vowel, but
Uh-oh.
patience, young
Is
Gressa.
there, are you? There's a fear of someone stabbing you in the back,
R.
being mean to you.
Stay away from R.
This is a female energy in the past
He's a pirate.
Definitely stay away from R.
that doesn't want you to be popular, like have a good hope, optimism, and happiness, because this is a depression. Do you have a fear that someone, there may be two people involved? It's also telling me that this is somebody you hang out with. All right. This friendship is an illusion, love. Don't let it cause you worry and anxiety. This is where we cut cords.
Use your intuition.
That's what I knew that was going to come in there. I'm like, 8 of Cups has got to come up. Sure enough, this is somebody you may have to walk away from. This backstabbing, lying going on that's really
Yeah,
bringing you down.
And also, just don't say anything that's very personal.
Ace of Swords. This is use your words for love and divine purposes. Okay, I forgive you. I love you. But bye.
Yeah, but not just that. Use your words wisely. If they're
Mhm.
trying to get information to harm you in any way,
Filter. Use your discernment of
Yeah.
who you think it might be, and
Or your intuition.
intuition. Absolutely.
or
They might be trying to take one of the men out of your harem, honey. You be careful.
or they might
Exactly.
take
Right? Yeah.
the men out of your
Somebody's
hole.
jealous.
They might
Yeah.
take the men out of your hole.
Okay.
Your other hole.
All right. Divine. All right. What do we got? Are you down here? All right. New here. Welcome. New here. Good afternoon. Gemini, Taurus, cusp. Well, you're right there with our Nadia. Name is Lisa. Been having a lot of premonition on my daughter's father. Do you see him trying to kiss me anytime soon? Ooh.
So there's a love thing.
Are we
Yeah,
trying to rekindle here?
You want, yeah. So I'm gonna say for Lisa, right? What was her name?
Lisa.
Lisa.
I'm getting yes.
Will they be romantically involved again? Oh, there's a big yes.
Yeah.
My suggestion, if there's going to be the blackout, invite him over.
My suggestion, walk softly and carry a big stick
or a frying pan.
or a frying pan.
That's how you catch men now.
Yeah. Okay. Now, your daughter's father and your relationship was not good in the past. That's the flyer. It was really rough. But there's
Change.
he has faith now. This is well aspect right now. Full of love, King of Cups. Yeah, very loving. He has really changed. 2 of Wands. He is trying to make the decision. He has 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and kind of like, he needs to let down his boundaries if he's going to do that. He's kind of got his guard up right now.
Yeah.
Some advice. Rest on it. Don't worry. Those secrets can come out.
Patience.
Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out. If it doesn't happen right away, remember patience. Okay. He's contemplating. Let him stew on this. Okay. But he is thinking of it. Okay. In a good divine way. All right. I think it'll happen. 7 of Cups. He's looking at his options, but there's your Knight of Cups. There's your love. Yeah. It'll happen. He's weighing his options, making a plan.
and he's checking it twice.
Yeah. He doesn't want to make the wrong move. There's a little anxiety there because he might ruin what you do have. Okay. All right. Colleen. Gas stoves will still work, won't they? They will, love. Here's the thing.
Only if you have gas.
Yeah.
If you have the propane, if it's natural gas, like a city supplies it, as long as they don't cut that off. I haven't looked into it. I believe that you still will. Now, here's the thing. If you own a stove that has an electric igniter, the igniter will not spark. So get a box of matches or one of these fangled thingies. And when you turn the gas on, you hear it hiss and you'll have to light it and then do it all manually so it won't automatically come on. You should still have.
All right. Here's what I'm getting at, Jen.
Okay.
From the point of where it's supplied, has to be run through meters that are run electronically.
All right.
So,
well, let's take a look.
I gotta know.
Should we prepare? You know what? I'll use Pendulum for this. I'm going to see if there's going to be natural gas. If you've got a propane system to your house, fill it up. I don't think you're going to have a worry. But if you're on natural gas through the city, there might be an issue because those have meters. All right, let's see. Will there be a problem getting natural gas? Will there be issues?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they're going to shut down the natural gas.
Yes, and I have a soapbox thing after that.
And I'm getting safety issue.
No, huh?
No, I said, are they going to have issues? Which is no, but I need to ask one more question. Is it safety? Because if something would ignite that, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So
That's what I just got that even your hot water tanks, if it's gas, you really need to shut it off when this event happens.
Learn to take cold showers. Oh, there's no water.
This is a safety thing. So there will be no natural gas running through the cities.
Yep.
Yeah,
No natural gas.
No, not at all.
No, there will not be.
No water for shower.
If you got an individual tank and do it that way, that's fine.
Air.
I get some baby wipes and some air freshener.
There you go.
Well, so that's what I got. If you have a hot water tank, shut off the hot water tank if the electric goes out. I mean, wait, a couple hours, make sure it's not just a fluke, right? But if it's that 10 days long, I would shut it because once it ignites, you don't know, there may be a gas leak,
So what you can do is turn the valve off and blow the pilot light out manually. It's at the base of your heater or it's at the base and to the side. At least that's how the reams are. So do precautions. I'd shut the valve off to anything that has gas if you are on a natural gas public utility system, because that can get a little hairy. Okay. And I'm glad you brought up water heaters. Remember, electric or gas, if those suckers are full and you need water, you can open the valve and get the water out of them and use it. It is clean, whether it's hot or cold. It is still good.
Well, make sure because there's sedimentation, so the water comes out from the bottom.
It'll settle. You can boil it, filter it, whatever that means to you. Get you some cheesecloth. That's what I use.
Yeah, or coffee.
You're cooking on the grill outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband is a water and sewer municipality worker. Are municipalities being notified of possible outage?
Oh.
They may wait till the time of because they don't.
No, they have advanced knowledge.
Well, right now, will they have advanced knowledge?
They haven't already. Is what I'm getting.
Advanced knowledge is a yes.
They're just not exactly sure of the timing.
Because I think they have to shut things down in order for.
I'm pretty sure 17. You might check with a husband to see what the continuity of the plants are, because if something like that happens, just ask him if there's got to be a safety plan in place. Let's see when they'll get word. Okay, so when all this goes, yeah, all of these, this is the municipalities together. This global event. 10 of Wands. So that tells me they'll know when to shut things down. Okay. Cap things off for safety reasons. Yeah.
I'm getting 2 hours before.
Yeah, they're going to be in limbo up until the moment.
Mm-hmm. So I just pulled asked for another Vippy question.
Yeah.
The police department, even though we are not sure some are good or not good, will they be notified ahead also to be in place?
Yes. Not sure every area is going to have police, but every
Maybe hit or miss.
will have military.
Continuity of government is the military will step in and work with the constitutional sheriffs is how it's supposed to work.
I have been seeing a lot of sheriffs around.
Yeah.
We keep getting the sheriff's hat and all the little token oracles that I'm doing.
Yeah. Roscoe Pico train.
Bow Sound.
My name is
Or Eunice.
Yeah, the good ones, they'll get the information. They will find out. Some in the past, I think that's why they've been cleaning up some of these departments because you can't trust them.
They have, yes.
Yeah, they'll work together. Nine of Pentacles.
On it.
Yeah, they're right now, they're leaning on their hoe and waiting for the signal. There you go. That's a good way to end the show. Everybody lean on your hoe.
Was that the last question?
That was the last one, darling.
Because you still have one that says 1.
I just haven't unclicked it.
Why not?
Because
Moon wanted to know if anybody asked if the election is still going to go on.
As the last time I checked it was, but I can do a check before we leave.
Oh yeah, Colleen had one in the beginning. That's right.
What?
She did.
You did miss it. Her first question was asking if she astral traveled as a young child.
Did you get Crystal's questions, by the way? Because I think she had some.
Yeah.
And she's new.
Okay. Hold on a second. Would you call me Pharaoh? Pharaoh, call me names. Hoodaho.
Oh, say it isn't so.
Hoodaho?
Hoodaho.
Idaho.
Is the election going to happen? Yeah, so far military's all over that. That's white hats. They're still fighting about it. That's determination to make it go through. I think they want to let it happen. This is the death they've got in this system. They want to see in live action. Watch them flip the votes. They got to catch them in the act.
Crystal, why don't you go ahead and retype your question in?
Yeah, welcome, Crystal.
Right away.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if where it is.
All right.
Technology, guys. Sometimes they get overlooked.
It jumps. It depends on what time I come into StreamYard and I click on the comments. Remember, I'm back and forth all the time, clicking in and out of it because I have a start section and I have your all's group chat.
Yeah,
you guys might want to check between the swinging of her acorns too.
Yeah, the acorns.
Who's talking about my nuts? Man, Pharaoh calls me a hoe. Y'all won't leave my nuts alone.
I am trying to leave your nuts alone.
All right. If you can retype it, do it. If not, somebody give me a timestamp so I can look for it.
I'm looking. You want me
Pharaoh, Pharaoh had a question?
He asked you the hoe. That's all I know.
But he didn't come in until after we stopped questions.
Oh, is he trying to slide a Vippy?
Yes, he is.
Uh-huh. Um,
Colleen
Well-
has one at the bottom. If she retyped it, so did
Oh,
she
did she?
astro? Did she astro travel when she was a child?
who asked this?
Colleen.
Okay.
Oh, Colleen. No, we're looking for Crystal.
I've got Crystal retyped hers. I got it.
She
Okay.
did?
Okay.
Yeah. So Colleen, it just wasn't in question form. That's why I didn't see it. Okay. Colleen, did you astro travel as a child?
Huh?
Huh?
How did you get that out of what you starred?
What was
Okies, thank you bunch. Heard BEW electricity system requires an object inside or outside on wall of home. How did you get astral travel from that?
Oh,
That's
Colleen
interesting.
asked
Colleen.
you astro
Oh,
travel.
Colleen.
Yeah,
thought
I mentioned Colleen's name when you were astral traveling.
I was actually.
You were checking the checking the basement, Tartarus.
Well, I
Colleen,
had to lock up after I was done,
you did, love. I don't think you wanted to come back. I don't blame you. Yes, you did. Other worlds. So this is traveling. Here's your star family. They helped you do this. This is your off-worlders. That's your little help. Yeah.
So we're still looking for Crystal.
To different worlds, but you really try to hold on for dear life. It's your wish to go there. Yeah. This happened at night because the moon is in the past and that's a nighttime energy. So yeah, you certainly did. You've got a strong male dominant energy who is like a guardian to you from your star family. So, all right.
It was her form of escapism.
Yeah. It's very possible if it was your happy place. All right.
Now we got Crystal.
All right. Don't worry about it, Crystal. We're used to typos. I'm redneck. I can see through. You should see the way we spell. It's all in the redneckness dictionary. Okay.
I was still looking for a question out of that.
It's
Crystal?
okay. Okay. So before the electricity goes free energy, do we require an object on the outside or inside of the house in order to receive this energy? Because we're going to get rid of all the wires.
That's the redneck out of that question.
I guess so.
Or
Well, isn't
Can-
that just special?
Or it helps to have a redneck angel. Okay, he gets me. He helps me out. Okay. Or can they use the existing wires in the system and meters that we have? You just don't get charged for it. Okay. So let's look at these options. Yes, I have a redneck angel. He translates.
He's like, bless your heart. That's not what she said.
It is kind of like having a translator because as I'm reading it, he will whisper to me what is being asked. I'm like, okay.
Answer to that question.
I got all of that out of one sentence. All right. We'll do this one. I'm going to let you go because I got to go to town and do the public. Y'all say prayer for the public while I'm pulling for this and take care of some business. Public's about to find out I'm nuts. Okay. I'm pretty sure they already know. Thanks, Wings.
Is that why are you warning them by just your earrings? Move out. I'm nuts.
Exactly. If they could read my shirt. You know, when I last time I wore this shirt, I did go in public and people were looking at me like, what is that supposed to mean? Both of these matter.
Yeah, you say it's National Breast Awareness Month.
Yeah, the electricity situation is going to balance itself out. I asked if they could use existing wires. Yes. Three of Swords. They weren't able to do that in the past. Here's my Tesla card. Tesla, I guess there is a way to do the current with the wire. You're just not going to get charged. Some people will be for it and some people won't. It's going to take a while.
Piggyback off of that.
Something new. So,
Okay, so in the future, the monopoly electric companies are going to surrender their equipment. They don't have access to it anymore. Okay, it won't be accessible to everybody right away. This is going to be a slow system. Okay, so if you get a first electric bill after the blackout, don't yell at me. I'm not in charge of it.
Question is, are they using the grounding wire? Because you remember how they had to ground copper into the ground to get the free energy.
Hmm.
Using the grounding wire from our homes to bring in the free energy to the house.
So the grounding that comes out of your meter into your breaker box, can they use that to transmit the energy?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Aw.
I think it's a combination of that because Wings is pointing to the atmosphere as well. It's a combination.
It's
As above, so below.
Exactly. It is a combination. So that's what it was. And we're also going to have higher frequency with these solar flares that are charging our Mama Gaia.
Copper and atmosphere.
There's some places that this is why it's not going to be available, and they're going to miss out on this because they're not properly wired. If that makes sense.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You just got to the electric.
Okay, so this is telling me this is something that Mr. T is going to roll out. So temporarily, they will use the existing system, but eventually, this is his plan. I think he's going to want to remove these wires. That's where the little boxes come in. Yeah, new system, manifesting something new. This is to save money, so you can have more for your family. Yeah, for future generations to come. Advice. People are going to think it's a hoax. That's too good to be true, that we don't have an electric bill. They're going to think they're being hoodwinked when they hear this news. Yeah. Well, that's to be expected.
That's almost like when they didn't believe IRS is not happening.
There will be some people that think it's absolute BS and not participate in it. And that's,
they can pay if they
it's
want.
free will. You want to pay for it? Go ahead. I'm not having it.
Michael wants all the bills sent to his home. He was paying for it.
Ooh.
Is that why your hand was raised?
No, my hand is raised because I have not been paying for it this year. Don't care.
Okay.
Just give it
Go
to the lawyer.
I just want to say one thing before
There's
you
no
go,
law.
Jen, to see your people. I called this morning for Patriots for a solar generator. I'm sending it to Jasmine for her just in case. And
I already knew this.
I'm sorry?
I already knew this.
Did I say it?
I did a reading this morning to check on the electricity issue, and I asked about Jasmine, and it said you were buying her one.
Well, that's good. Good
I'm
to
like,
know.
because I was worried. I said, should I reach out and let Jasmine know she can come here? And it said, you don't need to. And I went, okay.
Well, I'm such a great aunt, aren't I?
Yes, you are wonderful, Tia.
I also bought, there's a promo on 4 Patriots. If you buy 1 week of food, it's one of those like chili mac and mac, whatever. You add water and it feeds a family. If you buy 1 week, you get 2 weeks free. So you'll have 3 weeks of food. Now, I have some here. So if people come hungry, I will start handing that to the neighborhood.
Yep.
But she's going to get that package. But what was funny was I was talking to the woman who was taking care of my order. And we were just talking nonchalantly, and she can tell and she knows that this is coming.
She's kind of in on it.
She's in on our...
They're Patriots and they're preppers. I'm pretty sure they know what's coming.
No, but she's awake like us.
Yeah.
So we did quite a bit of talking, and I just think it's so cool that we are divinely guiding each other. So I gave her a little more tidbit of what to be prepared for.
Okay.
But if you guys need anything like for Patriot or go to get camping food. So if you can't make a whole big meal because you have no oven, I'm sorry.
MREs.
MREs temporarily. Try not to eat too many of them.
Well, I mean, if you have to, I mean, if you can get like dry foods that you can boil, pasta or rice or anything like that, go for it.
Yep.
But just in case, look into some of the other options in case of an emergency.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You should always have some on hand anyway, just in case.
Get you a can of ravioli. You can pop that sucker open and eat it cold. It don't matter.
Or
Yeah,
jar
or-
peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
This isn't for a year, guys. It's for a very small window, okay? It's the freakouts from people that are going to be the problem.
Yeah.
You keep your energy high. It's okay. No one is going to let you starve to death. Not the
Right.
military, definitely not your divine creator, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
We've got to reset.
But also make sure you have food for your pets.
Yes, I took care of that as well. Absolutely. Okay. Monday for my solo show, I'm going to do another roundtable. I'm just going to bring these guys back in because it's such intense energy right now that Nadia's like, crap. She doesn't have to. I send them the links. They can click on it or not.
It's just for fun. I love
It is so intense right now that I think it's important that we come together. We can ask some last minute questions. If or not, we have a crash this weekend with bankings and stuff. We'll discuss that too. That's if we've got power, electricity, and all that. I don't expect that to happen anytime soon.
Okay, I'm practicing for Monday.
Okay. All right. I don't think you guys will complain if I bring these guys on, but our three pea picking minds come together. We have a better brain. So, all right. Y'all be good.
We're nuts.
Have a blessed weekend. I love ya.
And I'll
Love
bring
you guys.
mine.
What? Oh, he'll bring his earrings.
Do it. He's going to make a pair of earrings this weekend, everyone. Okay. What?
Not exactly what I had in
He
mind.
could decorate them on his bandana. There you go.
There you go.
All right, earmuffs. I don't know.
Bandana sounds good. I'll bring my bandana. How's that?
Okay, that'll work.
Love it, like guys.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
Love you all.
Smiling.
See ya.
Yep. Have a blessed weekend, guys. And no worries. None of this stuff is to bring fear. It's not fear porn or mongering. It's to keep your energy up and just prepare you. I'd rather you be prepared and nothing happen at all than not have it and then everything goes to crap. Okay. So I do it from love. All right. We'll hit it again on Monday if we're able. Y'all be safe. Do what you got to do. Know that God loves you. Jen does too. I love you. Bye.